Hello friends, welcome back to Mirror of Psychology. Please subscribe the channel for more psychology related information. In the last video, we learned about language disorders. In today's video, we are going to learn about speech disorders. You must have seen some people having difficulty in saying certain words, or maybe they repeat sounds or pause awkwardly while speaking. This could be signs of a speech disorder. It's a condition where a person has trouble producing normal speech patterns. As children grow, they go through many stages of learning to speak. What may be completely normal for a 2-year-old might raise concern if it continues at age 7. Speech is more than just talking. It's the way we use our voice to express language. And when there is a problem in our speech, it's known as speech disorder. Speech disorders have 3 categories. One is voice disorders, second is fluency disorders, and the last is speech sound disorders. Let's understand about them one by one. Our voice is produced through the coordinated efforts of the lungs, vocal cords, and the resonating chambers like the nose and the mouth. When everything works smoothly, we get a clear and natural voice. But when something goes wrong in this system, it can lead to a voice disorder. A voice disorder occurs when the pitch, volume, quality, or rate of speech sounds unusual, strained, or hard to understand. There are 2 main ways a voice can be disordered. One is incorrect phonation and the other is incorrect resonance. Incorrect phonation happens when the vocal cords don't work together properly to produce sound. As a result, the voice might sound breathy, as if there is too much air, strained or tight, as if it's taking effort to speak, hoarse or husky, which may sound rough or tired. Let's know about incorrect resonance. Resonance is how sound vibrates in your nose, mouth, and throat. If this vibration doesn't happen correctly, the voice may sound hypernasal, where too much air escapes through the nose, like when someone has a cleft palate, and hyponasal when there is not enough nasal sound, like when you have a blocked nose from a cold. Voice disorders also have social and cultural dimensions. For example, in some cultures, a deep and strong voice is associated with masculinity. A man with a soft or high-pitched voice might be judged unfairly even if there is nothing medically wrong with him. Some people also develop voice problems due to improper voice habits, like yelling too much, speaking without resting their voice, or imitating cartoon characters frequently. These habits can strain the vocal cords over time. Now comes fluency disorders where the flow of speech is disrupted. This includes stuttering where a person repeats sounds or syllables like ball, or cluttering where they speak too fast and jumble words together. These disorders often start in childhood and can affect social life deeply. Kids who stutter may get teased at school, leading to anxiety or withdrawal. It can be caused due to a mix of family history, brain development, and emotional factors. Next, we have speech sound disorders, which involves trouble in pronouncing certain sounds, especially consonants like S or R. Speech sound disorders have 2 types. One is articulation disorder or phonetic disorder, where a person has trouble in physically making sounds, like due to a cleft lip, tongue tie, or missing teeth. And the second is phonemic disorder, where a person knows how to make a sound but confuses it with others, like saying tat instead of cat or poon instead of spoon. This can often be improved with speech therapy. One more type of speech disorder is motor speech disorders, which include apraxia of speech, dysprosody, and dysarthria. Let's know about them one by one. Apraxia of speech is a motor speech disorder that makes it hard for children to speak. They have a good understanding of language and know what they want to say, but have trouble in controlling their lips, jaws, and tongues when speaking. For example, a child with apraxia, if trying to say the word banana, she knows the word and is sure what she wants to say, but when she opens her mouth, she says something like this. These children struggle to get the sounds out in the right order even though they are trying their best. Sometimes it might come out okay and other times it just won't. There are 2 types of apraxia. One is acquired apraxia, which happens after a brain injury, stroke, or illness, mostly in adults. And the second is developmental apraxia, which shows up in children from birth. This prosody is a rare speech disorder. It changes the way a person uses pitch, rhythm, and stress in speech. Their voice may sound robotic or flat, and this is often caused by a neurological conditions like stroke or brain injuries. Another condition is dysarthria, which is caused by weakness or paralysis of the muscles used for speaking. It can result from conditions like cerebral palsy, Parkinson's disease, or a head injury. People with dysarthria may sound slurred, talk very softly, or have a nasal voice. They may also drool or have trouble in swallowing. It's important to remember that speech disorders don't just affect talking, they can impact a person's confidence, relationships, and participation in daily life. With early intervention, therapy, and family support, most people with speech disorders can improve greatly and communicate effectively. If you found this video helpful, then please like it and subscribe to my channel.